Welcome everybody. We are back again doing this. As I said last time, basically I enjoyed it, so I was like, you know what, I'll just do it again. So let's get straight into it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Am I the assholes? So let's get straight into it. The first one. Am I the asshole for not giving my son the same opportunity due to his choices? Off tops, I'm thinking no, you're not the asshole. But let's just see. My wife regularly uses Reddit. First of all, if I got a problem, I'll be honest with you, I'm not posting it on Am I the Asshole Reddit ever. If even if it's the worst thing ever and we're having the most decisive, I'd rather go up to strangers in public before posting this online because now it's everywhere. Me personally, I would just ask the people around me. Me personally. So I kind of don't believe a lot of this, and sometimes I do. So, but whatever. We'll get into it. I'm 56, male. Holy, what are you doing posting this on Reddit? Alright, let's just continue. For not giving my son the same opportunity due to his choices. My wife regularly uses Reddit and recommend me to post on here because our family split on who was wrong. I'm 56, I have 4 kids. My wife is 54, we have 3 daughters. Chloe, who's 32. Why are you telling me their names? Wendella, who's 30, and Emily, 24, and we got one son named Lucas, who's 26. Me and my wife have since the birth of each and one of our put in monthly payments of college. The amount of funds was enough to cover all 4 of our college kids' tuitions. Our kids all chose different paths in life with a degree, places for what school they all went something different. I'll be honest, right now I'm thinking the parent is the asshole, but let's continue. When our oldest Chloe graduated high school, she talked to us about how she was unsure what she wanted to do with her life and think about taking a gap year. We talked with her, told her it was her choice. If she wanted, she should do it, but not rush. She did take 2 years, and then she worked in an agreement with me, paid us $250 in rent each month to continue living with us. She still ate our food. We cooked for her and bought. I don't understand this. Let me tell you something. If my kid is old enough but they don't want to go to college, they want to take gap year, they want to work, they're a little like burnt out from school, they don't know what they want to do, they're trying to figure it out, I'm not going to charge them for rent. I'm going to ask them to pay rent. I'm not going to be like, if you don't pay, you're not staying. I'll be like, get a job and pay for this place so you can prepare when you move out. That's what I'm going to tell them. I'm not going to force them though, because forcing them is crazy. So if I don't bring the rent one month, I'm kicked out? What? That's crazy to me. Alright, let's continue. She did take 2 years. The 250 were put in the savings account that we gave her access to. And she and her husband has not begun to talk about buying a house. Okay. These guys are pretty smart. Even though the situation is not same with each kid, they all knew about this and they planned for how the money would be used when they'll live with us 3 years after college. I mean, live with us during college. They both took part of this. And she was not done. He liked his older one to take a gap year. He asked if he could stay with us. What do you mean he asked if he could stay with us? Why is your own kid has to beg to stay in your house? What the fuck? He asked if he could stay with us. He asked. You're not his parents. What do you mean he asked? What do you mean I have to ask my mom and dad if I can if I can live at home? Fuck do you mean about that? Alright, I'm getting mad. We told him yes, but told him about the rent situation. He was not happy with this, saying that he was our son and we should want him to live with us for how long he would need to. Exactly! We explained what the money would be used for. He said he did not give a shit. He was very angry with us. Exactly. Ended up staying with a friend of his. This all happened around 8 years ago. We have a good relationship now with both him and his wife, whom are expecting our first grandchild. He recently brought up how all this has got the money to buy his house. Showed me pics. Okay. Showed me pics of a house that he and his wife have been looking at. I said it looked nice, which responded with asking when I could give him the money. I told him that he made a choice and he would not receive any money. He said that it was unfair and that he was young and dumb and should not be punished for it. I told him that if I did not have that kind of money to give him. After arguing with a bit more, my wife and his sisters are all on my side. However, his wife and my mom have said that I'm in the wrong, should want my grandbabies to have a place to live, should not punish him for mistakes he did as a young boy. And my life, and I've edited when each kid got access, it was in a savings account. However, before it was put in a fund, so the money grew. Explained it really bad. Sorry, many people have asked us about this. He did go to college. I was at his graduation, and he used his degree today. What the 4 of them choose to do with their college fund was up to them. They all uses it for college. If they did not, then they did not. I have never asked them for proof of what the money was for, so I can't say this one. I was gonna ask about the college situation. Okay, so here's the situation. All the kids go to college, but they all stayed at home and paid rent to put into a savings account for that savings account to grow, so that when they leave the house, they get money to get some money to buy a house, basically. But one of the kids didn't do that, and he's saying he was young and dumb. He was not young and dumb. He was a kid, and he expected his parents to take care of him. But apparently, parents didn't give a fuck and forced him to pay rent. And when they didn't force him, he said, "Okay, bet I'm just gonna leave then. I'm gonna live with my friend." But now that he's grown up and he wants money, first of all, the parent is an asshole for not letting the kid stay there. Why aren't you letting your kid stay at his own house? I get that it's your house, you're the parent, you bought it, but that's your kid's house. When I tell people, even though I live alone, when I tell people where my house is or I'm talking about home, I'm talking about my mom's house, my dad's house. That's what I'm talking about. I can go back there anytime that I want. If I'm 50 years old and I'm broke, I'm going to stay with them. And they can't tell me shit. They're going to complain and shit, talking about how I'm wasting my life and everything. But they won't force me to leave. They'll take care of me. That's bullshit. That's your own son. How are you not taking care of him? That's one thing. Second thing, he's an asshole for expecting money to grow on trees. Bro, you went to college. He gave you the college fund. The savings was from the rent. There's no money if you didn't pay rent. So he's an asshole for expecting that, but he's not really an asshole. He was just hoping that you can help him like you helped his other siblings. This is not really an asshole situation. This is really just a misunderstanding. Just tell him, hey, you didn't pay, so I didn't put any money into savings, so that means the money didn't grow and I can't help you buy a house now. That's just how it is. It's nothing to do with you. It's just how I'm feeling. It's just that there's no money. That's it. So it's just mutual asshole decisions, but nobody's really an asshole except for the parent for making sure this guy doesn't have somewhere to live. Let's see what the first comment is. Not the asshole. He was legally an adult when he made his choices at 18. Alright. I hate when people do this because how old is 15 really? Because there's so many freaking things. Alright, let me just say something real quick. It's so weird because when I was 18, I was I was smarter than when I was 15. But I feel like I was the biggest idiot now that I'm in my 20s. The more you grow, the more you know, obviously. But you can't say something because I don't know. 18 is grown, yes, and he did make a choice, yes. But you can't get mad at him for making that choice when he was 18. You just can't. I'm sorry. Everybody makes decisions. Where was my alarm? Holy fuck. Alright, not the asshole, not the... Everybody's calling him not the asshole. You're a fucking gigantic asshole. How are you not letting your own kid stay in his own house? Get the fuck out of my face. I'm saying asshole. But the kid is also an asshole. Alright, next one. Am I the asshole? My partner's angry with me because they needed to wake up for an exam and I forgot to do so. What do you mean you forgot with quotation marks? Alright. Wait, hold on. Needed to wake up for an exam at 6 a.m. We're both in our 20s. They're studying further while working and had an exam that started at 8 a.m. Last night they had asked me to wake them up at 6 a.m. I promptly set my alarm for 6 a.m. It's usually set for 6:15, as that's when I wake up for work. At 5 a.m., our cat was scratching at the bedroom door to be let out, so we both woke up for a few seconds. By the time I woke up, got back to bed, they had already fallen asleep. At 6 a.m. this morning, the alarm went. I shook them awake. Their eyes open. They shifted in bed. I thought they were awake, and as such, I went back to sleep. A few minutes later, I woke up naturally. I checked my phone, realizing they were loud. Wake up 6:30. They promptly woke up and started getting ready as I did. When they were done getting ready, we had an argument where they were super angry at the fact I didn't wake them up on time, stating that I woke them up at 6, but they fell asleep. Their response to that wasn't waking somebody up, and they weren't up, and neither was I. Furthermore, the argument was also don't remember being woken up at 6, only at 5 when there was a noise. They also had angrily mentioned that if they missed the exam, who will take another day off work to write the exam, as they have already took weeks off work for studying. I can understand their anger that they entrusted me to wake up at 6 a.m. and such, but being woken up nearly half would be unfair, but I believe they have no grounds as they did not wake up when they needed to. Furthermore, they're not taking responsibility to their own. Am I the asshole here? First of all, no, because first of all, it's never you're an asshole. You're not an asshole. You just didn't do due diligence. That's your problem. When I need to be waking up, I tell everybody, wake me up. Don't let me get back in bed. Take my pillow away from me. Don't let me get back in bed. You have to understand the person you're dealing with here. If all you did was be like, okay, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, and they were like, oh, okay, they wake up and they shifted in bed, they didn't get up off their bed, their feet didn't swing onto the floor, they're not awake, dude. They're not awake. You just was like, okay, yeah, I woke them up and just went back to sleep. You didn't really care too much. And that's your problem. You didn't give a shit. And I'll be honest with you, I've been in this exact situation for millions. I'm supposed to wake up anybody. It could be somebody I know. It could be a partner. It could be my siblings. Anybody. I'll go and wake them up, and they'll barely be awake, and I'll be like, you know what? They're awake enough, and I'll just go to sleep without making sure they're awake because I'm too tired and I want to go get my extra 30 minutes or extra 45 minutes of sleep. You didn't forget. You just didn't do due diligence. So I'm gonna say you're an asshole. You're an asshole. I hate exams. So if I'm asked to be woken up at 6 because I can't wake up at 6, then please, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. What the fuck? They should have set their own alarms? You're such like these guys are such like what do you mean? If you got somebody who's sleeping right next to you and you can't use an alarm, fuck you mean set my own alarm? Oh my god. Or a clock or a computer or these guys are such assholes. Grown ass adults? Oh my these people on Reddit are you're an asshole. This guy's an asshole. You didn't do due diligence. I don't wake up that easily. I don't wake up to alarms. I don't. I need somebody to wake me up physically. So I understand the other person. These guys are fucking assholes on this post. Alright, we're going to the next one. So we got 2 assholes. Let's go to the next one. Am I the asshole for asking my stepmom to bake me my own cake for my birthday instead of blowing out the candles on a cake that I don't like? Wait, hold on. Ask my stepmom to bake me my own cake for my birthday on a cake that I don't like. My parents are divorced when I was 15. When I was 4. He's 15 now. My mom remarried right away, but that marriage didn't last long. 3 years after divorce, me summoned another 2 years to marry my stepmom, who were referred to as Claudia. I wasn't happy when my father married Claudia. I was stuck in a family, so we'll still be together. I quickly learned to love Claudia and consider her family. She's a very sweet woman who has treated me very well ever since I met her. Passionate for baking. She bakes a lot whenever I'm around. I've eaten enough of her stuff to know I love her baking, especially her chocolate cake. Chocolate is actually my favorite flavor of cake. Okay, alright. She's a baker. She's straight up the asshole. You're a baker. You know that he loves chocolate cake. It's his birthday. He's 15. He's not 30. He's 15. Make him the chocolate cake. Alright, but whatever. Let's see. Let's continue. Every time my birthday came up, I couldn't get the chocolate cake. I wanted, since some people in my family, including my mom, are allergic to chocolate. Oh, okay, that changes things. Every single birthday, I'm stuck eating a mediocre cake and a flavor I don't like. I never complained about it since it would make my mom upset. It sucked to blow out candles on a cake I don't want. My birthday is coming up in a week. My mom has always planned out the party without consulting me or my dad, and she asked me to tell that she had already pre-ordered a strawberry vanilla. First of all, you have some fucking stuck-up feelings for your mom. You hate her because you're like, oh, my mom got married right away. It didn't work out, obviously, but my dad took his time, and when he found somebody, he found the right person. But my mom, she's so controlling. It sounds like you have some pent-up aggression for your mom, dude. My mom always plans out my birthday without consulting me or my dad. It sounds like you don't like your mom, dude, I'll be honest. And she texted me to tell me that she had already pre-ordered a strawberry vanilla cake, asked me to pick it up on the way to the party when the day comes. I became visibly upset to be forced to blow out and eat cake I don't want for the 15th. It's not the 15th year in a row. It's the 11th year in a row. It's fine, but she responded and I So with every year eating a birthday cake, I don't like it. Just want that would mean bake me for myself. Wait. Sorry. I stopped reading out loud and I started reading in my head. To me, okay, she offered to bake me a small chocolate cake for myself that I could have on my birthday. She proposed that candles be on the cake, and the cake my mom ordered have no candles but still be there for those who are allergic to chocolate. It's a win-win situation. I get the cake I want, and everyone else gets something that suits them. Alright, that doesn't sound bad. I was delighted at the idea, and I decided to text my mom about it. Mom wasn't happy at all. She actually called me screaming at me for being called Claudia dirty. Because this guy is not understanding. Your mom and dad are divorced. You instead of talking to your mom about something, you talk to your stepmom about something. Your mom's obviously gonna feel away. You're 15, so you don't understand, but whatever. She wasn't happy. She actually called me screaming, called her, practically begged my mom to at least grant me this once. I know it's just a cake, but eating what I like on my birthday for once would make me so happy. I decided to bluff and tell her I could have two separate, one with my dad and another with her and her family, but that I wouldn't be blowing what she ordered, and that I'd invite my friends to my celebration, not hers. And hung up. Go ahead. Am I? Yes, you're clearly baiting your. You don't like your mom, and you're clearly baiting her. You're an asshole. Obviously, nobody likes to eat what you don't like on your birthday. That's fine. Why are you rubbing it in her face? That's your mom. I don't understand some people sometimes. How do you get this audacity? You're not the asshole, but you're a gigantic asshole. You don't want to eat some bad birthday cake on your birthday. Fine. But bro, do you have a little bit of common decency? A little bit? Fucking hell, man. Let's see. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Scott, I feel like these people live on a different planet. Your parents are divorced. You don't like your mom. I can tell off tops. You know what? I get defensive about moms because I love mine so much. So I don't know the situation in your family, so I can't say that. But you don't like your mom. You clearly antagonized her for your stepmom. So it's like you're trying to play the fiddle. You're acting like you're 10. You're 15. You know what the fuck you're doing, bro. How old is 15 really? Next. Oh, this was a pretty short one. Alright, am I the asshole for refusing to go with my husband when I wasn't invited? I, 29, got a text from my sister-in-law asking if she and my husband's brother could steal my husband for a day. I said it was fine, but one thing she said they're going to the amusement park. She's taking her sister, and she doesn't want her husband to feel left out, so they want to take mine. Oh wow, that's crazy. So my sister-in-law, so my husband's sister, asked me if she could steal my own husband for a day. I said it was fine, but I wonder what they could do. She responded saying that they're going to an amusement park and she's taking her sister, and she doesn't want her husband to feel left out, so they want to take mine. Wow, okay. But didn't even bother asking if I wanted to come along, even if I did make it uneven again. Obviously, I didn't respond with any of that, but said it was fine. 3 days passed, comes to me asking about it if I knew about them wanting him to go with them, and I said I didn't want to go. I told him no, that wasn't it. I wasn't invited. They only wanted you to go. I told him what you said in the text. I understand they wanted him to go to keep his brother company since his sister was going to. He said they had passes where you could bring a friend each, so if I did go, we would have to pay for me. However, they didn't invite me, so I told them I wasn't going to go if I wasn't wanted. It's rude to invite one, not the other. In my opinion, what involves married couples. Muhammad says it probably didn't mean it in that way. That I'm being petty. That if I want to go, then I should have just come with them. I asked my best friend another if they would have been upset. They both said they'd be totally pissed. My husband, am I being petty? Am I the You're not the asshole. This is the straight up not asshole. This is siblings. This is literally just siblings. This happens a lot. It's just siblings bullshit. So the sibling invited her sibling, but forgot to invite you. But they probably didn't want you there in the first place. They wanted their siblings because there's going to be three siblings there, and they didn't want to invite you because you were going to be uneven. So you're not the asshole for not going, but your husband's kind of an asshole for being like, no, he's not. He's just protecting his siblings. There's no assholes here. You're not the asshole, and he's not the asshole. You're not the asshole. This is the pretty clear cut and dry. you're not the asshole. Okay. Everything is not the asshole because people try to paint themselves in such a good light on this website. Oh wow. Oh, this one's just marked. Am I not the asshole? All right, we're not. I'm gonna read this, but I'm gonna pick another one to finish off. Last night I had a glass of wine while watching a movie with my daughter, and she asked if she could try some. But I didn't think a little wine, so I poured her a glass. My husband was not okay with this and saw her with the wine. I lost and started shouting at me, why the hell? And said she could easily become. Oh, and I don't think you trust me. Yet! What do you mean you're not the asshole? What the fuck? You gave a 16-year-old alcohol and people are saying not the asshole? What? Oh my god. Oh, I'm going insane. 16-year us? Oh, finally. Because you introduced her, plenty of us would have said this is exactly the healthiest way to teach before they leave home, but she is underage and you have a co-parent. You didn't discuss this with them at all. What the fuck? How is this? This is marked not. This one has 20K. I mean, you didn't talk to your husband at all? At all? You just let your 16-year-old? And your husband has a history of substance abuse? Oh my god, you're a huge asshole. Okay. So OP said in the comment below, husband has a family of histories. So I understand has a history. It must have brought up a lot of painful memories. I wasn't expecting this, but to be honest, I generally replies. Whoever sent me a Reddit carrier messages, thank you for the laughs. You're not an asshole, nor is your husband. You guys weren't. I'm not married, but I say it's miscommunication. Fuck out of my face. You're the asshole. You're a gigantic asshole. You're a fucking huge asshole. There's clearly a new horizon, so it needs to be a joint parenting decision. Very obviously, this was something you and your husband had discussed. You already had, so this wasn't a parenting fail. This was parenting. What do you mean this is a good environment? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, we're ending it on that. We're ending it on that. This is the biggest asshole thing ever. This is literally a gigantic asshole. Holy shit. Alright. Edit it on there. If you like the video, comment, subscribe, comment, like. Please do all that. It really helps me with all. It really helps me a lot on this channel. It makes me want to upload. The more subscribers, the more views, everything. The more I see my channel growing, the more it gives me like the motivation to continue. So yeah, thank you very much. Peace.